Enriquez is there for the putback.
There for the putback. Pero libre si Castor for the corner 3. Jared Castor hits that 3-point.
Sabi niya si Flores, laro lang ng bata umatake at 12 na. So from fronting on Wolverine Sidney. On Wolverine throwing up a triple.
Joseph is not known as a three-point shooter, pero itong si Cross.
Hirap mapasok ito ng Lindran Heights. Si Andoy Estrella at may foul na tinawag dito.
Just better completes that faster play.
Drops it down low to Ilagan. Ilagan for 3. Ilagan is on fire!
Long distance 3. Ginamitan pa ng bantay. Lista mo na.
Muli po namin kayong binabati mula dito sa loob ng Phil Oil Flying V Center kung saan pagkatapos ng ilang sandali, magbabanggaan na ang dalawang kupunan na gutom na makakakuha ng isang panalo dito sa ika-73 season ng pinakaunang liga para sa mga estudyanteng atleta ng Pilipinas. Alin Bulanati is ready for today's action dito sa NCAA Season 93. And we are greeting you live on SNA and on SNA HD Sky Cable Channel 166 all over the world via the Filipino channel. At nais din po namin batiin ang lahat ng aming mga kapamilya na nakatutok sa pamamagitan ng live streaming sa sports.abs-cbn.com. Ang ating huling laban ngayong Biyernes, bakbakan sa pagitan ng host school, San Sebastian College-Recoletos at ng Mapua University. Mabuhay Pilipinas at maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok ngayon. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas, kasama si Renren Ritualo as we have Andoy Estrella and Michael Calisaan ready to go at it again para sa kanilang kupunan.
Magandang hapon sa iyo, Anton. Magandang hapon sa lahat ng nanonood ng NCAA.
At kanina nga nakita natin dalawang matinding bakbakan. Sa ating unang laban, nagtagumpay ang San Beda, and in our second game, ang LPU na natiling unbeaten. Kaya naman, silipin natin ang ating team standings, Renren, para malaman natin kung saan ba nakapwesto ang ating dalawang kupunan ngayon nasasabak sa aksyon.
Well, LPU Pirates still at number 1 at 6-0. Red Lions 5-1 in second place. San Juan de Letran Knights, it's in 3-3, solo third. EAC 2-2, the Generals in 2-2, Perpetual Help Out as a 2-3, same with Heavy Bombers, Chiefs at 2-3 state also. Mapua Cardinals, Stags at Mapua Cardinals and the Stags are in 1-3, and in the last place is the Blazers at 1-4.
Huli nating napanood, Renren, itong San Sebastian noong Martes. Nakalaban nila ang Perpetual, subalit sila ay nabigo. Pero syempre patuloy na nangunguna para sa kanyang kupunan itong si Michael Calisaan. Number 5 in the league pagdating sa points. Number 5 din pagdating sa rebounding, pero kailangan niya ng katulong. At si Ryan Costello started for the first time sa kanilang huling bakbakan.
Well, Michael Calisaan, maaasahan mo yan na forward for the Stags. Yun nga lang, medyo kinakapo sila sa mga laro nila. They only won one game. So, kailangan dagdagan pa niya yung mga contribution niya sa team ng San Sebastian. And of course, hindi lang mag-isa siya kailangan doon. Kailangan lahat sila mag-score or mag-contribute sa rebounding. Well, Ryan Costello starting last game scored 13 points. Although, he's 5 out of 13 from the field. So, medyo masama yung field goals niya, and 3 rebounds and 4 assists.
Ryan Costello just came back from an injured hand. Kaya naman nangangapa pa itong si Ryan Costello. And for the first time, San Sebastian had to juggle 4 point guards. Nandiyan si Lorenzo Navarro, si Michael Are, and of course, RK Ilagan to join Costello. So that's something that they have to figure out moving on dito sa season 93. Ngayon naman lumipat tayo sa kabilang panig at pag-usapan ang kupunan ni Coach Atoy Ko. Coach Atoy has only fielded in 10 players dito sa season 93, and one of the comebacking players, si Hesed Gabo, has been playing well, but Andoy Estrella has been leading the way para sa Mapua along with JB Raflores, even though Estrella and Raflores have been coming off the bench in all of their 4 games dito sa season 93.
No, for Coach Atoy Ko, his leading scorers coming off the bench like Estrella and Raflores, who scored 17 points. Itong si Raflores against EAC, and si Andrew Estrella naman contributing 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. Both of them are averaging in double figures. Itong si Estrella is averaging 15 points per ball game, and itong si Raflores naman 10 points per ball game for Coach Atoy Ko's team.
Solid yan para sa mga manlalaro na nanggagaling sa bench, and Andoy Estrella is number 8 in the league pagdating sa scoring. Ngayon naman, to complete our broadcast team, puntahan natin ang ating pangatlong kasamahan na si Princess Legaspi at courtside. Hi, Princess!
Hello! Good afternoon, Ren and Anton. And of course, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Pero bago ang ating bakbakan, ilabas niyo muna ang inyong mga mobile phones at tablets at sagutin ang ating question of the day. So ang question of the day natin ngayon, sinong NCAA player ang gusto mong magpayong sa'yo kapag umuulan? O gusto ko sanang sagutin yan pero mamaya na. Okay, so for your comments and suggestions and also for your answers, please post on our social media accounts, and don't forget our hashtag, that's NCAA Season 93 and hashtag NCAA Strong. So back to you, Renren and Anton.
At Princess, abangan namin ni Renren ang iyong sagot sa question of the day
Isipin ko
mamaya.
muna.
Okay. Sa aming pagpabalik, Banggana sa pagitan ng San Sebastian at ng Mapua. Kaya naman, huwag po kayong alis. Ito po ang Season 93 ng NCAA dito na sa SNA.
Renzo Navarro, point guard. Alfred Gayosa, forward.
Alin Bulanadi.
Forward.
Mike Kalisahan, forward.
Justin Mercado, center.
J. Piñeles, point guard.
Lawrence Victoria, point guard.
Daniel Aguirre, forward.
Hesed Gabo, point guard.
Christian Bunyag, center.
Starting units ng San Sebastian at ng Mapua, Renzo Navarro is returning to the starting lineup para sa kupunan ni Coach Egay Macaraya after it was Costello who started for the first time in their last game. Makakasama niya si Alfred Gayosa, Justin Mendoza, Michael Calisan at Alin Bulanadi. Looks like a very solid 5 para sa kupunan ng Golden Stags. Ngayon naman, ito naman ang kanilang makakatapat. From the Mapua side, we've got JP Nienes, the comebacking point guard, Lawrence Victoria, Christian Bunyag, Daniel Aguirre, and another comebacking player, itong si Hesed Gabo. Alam mo rin, itong si Hesed Gabo, huling naglaro sa NCAA back in 2014. Can you imagine being part of Team B for 2 years and then sumaba ka ulit sa action sa NCAA? How hard is that?
Medyo physically hindi mahirap eh. Pero mentally, masusubukan talaga yung patience. Tsaka yung, kung determinado ka talaga, kung masusubukan talaga yung determination mo as a player, kung gaano kang katibay. Mentally yun, ha? Hindi physically kasi mahirap pag naiisip mo, imbi ka for 2 years, di ba?
And Hesed Gabo, judging from the numbers, he was averaging 10 points per game in 2014. Now he's averaging 14.3 points per game. So, maski nawala siya ng 2 taon, grabe yung kanyang pinapakita.
Blessing in disguise for him. Siguro, this is his time now. This is season. So, pinapakita niya yung kaya niyang gawin as a player.
Speaking of pinapakita ang kanyang kayang gawin, Alfred Gayosa, who played sparingly last season, has worked his way up to become a starter dito sa kupunan ni Coach Egay Macaraya.
Actually, maganda yung pinapakita niya ni Gayosa. He's one of the best defenders in his team. Minsan siya yung kumukuha sa mga top scorers ng opponents.
And he's an all-around player, can run the floor, make passes like that. And that was after a rebound, unfortunately, Calisan could not put it down.
Ang ganda ng pasa na yun, pero hindi lang na shoot ni Michael Calisaan.
Victoria, or rather, Gabo missing on that baseline jumper. Here comes Renzo Navarro.
Daming point guard ng San Sebastian. Tatlo sila nagpapalitan dun.
Calisan. Ayun, nakabawi si Michael Calisan after that point-blank miss a while ago. 4-0 start para sa Golden Stags.
Alam niyang magbimintis siya. He followed his own shot. Miss backs out by his defender. Always backs your man out. Yun ang mangyayari doon. Offensive rebound.
Pass was deflected by Alfred Gayosa. Kanina nakausap ni Princess Legaspi ang dalawa sa ating mga coaches na si Coach Atoy Ko at si Coach Egay Macaraya. Abangan natin mamaya ang kanyang mga reports about that at kung ano ba ang kanilang napag-usapan. But right now, we check back into the action as Navarro finds Mendoza, gives it back to Navarro, who gives it to Bulanali. Too strong on that triple try.
He rushed that shot. Akala niya time winding daw, but he has 5 seconds pa sa shot clock nila.
Aguirre, binigay dito kay Nieles. Victoria, 12 on the shot clock. Crossover by Victoria. Victoria is able to draw a foul on Mercado. So, ready na si Princess Legaspi. Princess, ano ba ang nabigay sa iyong impormasyon ng ating mga coaches?
Okay, thank you so much, Anton and Renren. So, Cardinals and Stags are currently on the same page. Pareho sila ng goals at pareho din sila ng gustong mangyari. So, ito ay to improve their end game. Coach Atoy is contended by Coach Egay, wants to improve on their defense and rebounds and also on their contested shots. So, I guess we'll just have to see towards the end of the game. Back to you, Renren and Anton.
Well, we're going to take a look at the rebounding numbers kasi yun yan gustong tutukan ng ating mga coaches. Mapua is number 7 when it comes to rebounding in the league. San Sebastian number 8. So magkadikit ang rebounding numbers ng dalawang kupunan na ito.
It's always better to have more possession. So it's really important. If you're playing defense, you have to finish your defense with a rebound. Kasi kung makaka-offensive rebound din yung kalaban mo, wala, hindi mo rin sila na-stop.
So importante talagang crash the boards. Lalo na itong dalawang kupunan na ito don't have the services of a foreign big man.
Yes, parehas walang import to. So lahat sila kung tubong dito sa atin, lumaki. So kailangan nilang mag-hustle or more effort in rebounding. Lalo na pagkalaban nila ibang schools.
Ayan po si Coach Atoy Ko. Very animated as he gives instructions para kay JP Nieles. Victoria knocking in that free throw. Unang puntos ng Mapua. Renzo Navarro inside pass to Mercado at may foul dito na tinawag kay Victoria.
Renzo Navarro very comfortable going to the basket. The last minute, nung na-attract niya na yung depensa, doon niya ipinasa yung bola sa kanyang teammate.
Now at the line is the big man from Porac, Pampanga. 6'5" si Justin Mercado. Late bloomer na din ito sa basketball. He started playing at the age of 16. And he's also a product of the Pinedas basketball camp kung saan nanggaling
Pampanga.
Ian Sanggalang, Ronald Pascual at Calvin Abueva.
Ang lalaki ng player naman dun, ha?
Yeah. Gabo, nabitawan ng bola pero mananatili dito sa Mapua.
Habang nangyayari itong mga action na to, gusto kong batiin yung wife ko. Margo, my daughter Margot, and my son Mateo, and yung syempre yung mother-in-law ko, at saka yung sister-in-law ko nanonood din.
And if you want to learn more about the adventures of Renren's very cute kids, just follow him on Instagram. Marami kayong mga adventures doon, pati adventures sa supermarket. Natutuwa ako sa mga videos.
Yung iba doon, piling-pili na yun kasi hindi pwede i-post yun eh. Masyadong magulo.
Flores is now in, Renren, as usual, coming off the bench.
Actually, it's still early. If you're coming off the bench, under 7 minutes in the ball game, maaga pa rin yun eh. Foul by Flores. Kakapasa lang, kakasabi mo lang. Kalisaan, never ever foul a jump shooter, especially Kalisaan from the line.
Adrian, I want to ask you about coming off the bench. You have a talented player in Andoy Estrella.
Yes.
Nakita natin siya. He's seated at the end of the bench right now. I'm sure he's dying on the court.
Yes.
Gaano kahirap yon para sa isang player?
You're like a soldier. You have to follow yung pagawa sa'yo ng coach. Kailangan mong gawin. So, coming off the bench, it's parang strategy yan ng coach. Sometimes, yung combination ng starters, lang yung bibinunod ka na from the bench. Yan, makikita mo sila Coach Boyet Fernandez, nag-scout na kagad, sobrang sipag. Well, back to my piece. Isang strategy din yung coach yan. Parang minsan kasi may kailangan kang spark plug coming off the bench. Parang yung level of play, maging consistent pa rin. If the starters started well, kailangan ma-maintain yun ng mga second group.
So I'm sure Coach Atoy is confident na pag tinawag na niya ang pangalan ni Coach ni Andoy Estrella, Andoy will produce.
Actually, yan yung sikreto ngayon ng LPU. Pag binunot ni Coach Topex yung Marcelino Twins, nag-iiba kagad yung complexion ng game. It became so fast talagang agresibo lahat.
So ayan po ang iba't ibang mga strategies ng ating mga coaches as Renzo Navarro knocks down that triple.
Meron siyang tirang ganyan, si Navarro. Pero he's more of a creator. He's a pure point guard. Itong si Renzo Navarro. Every point guard should have that shot.
Kalisan decides to break down the ball. Binigay dito kay Gayosa. Gayosa to Renzo Navarro. Renzo Navarro wants to create, just like you mentioned. Between the legs dribble, spin move, ninabas ang bola, Bulanadi, pinasa kay Kalisan. Michael Kalisan in and out for three.
That's okay. That was a good shot by Michael Kalisan. Ganda ng extra pass ni Bulanadi to him.
Nieles missing on that jumper. Navarro, no look bounce pass, binigay kay Kalisan. Kalisan with a fake, and that's traveling on Kalisan.
Napadami yung tapak ni Michael Kalisan. Natawagan tuloy siya ng traveling.
Coach Egay Macaraya calls for time. Magbabalik po ang NCAA Season 93 dito lang sa SNA. Saktong-sakto, kasama ko ngayon, one of the greatest shooters in Philippine basketball history, Renren Retualo, as we talk about the three-point shooting of San Sebastian.
Medyo masama yung percentage nila. 17 out of 82, 20%. Last in the NCAA. Bulanadi and Regine Ilagan is struggling, like hitting 1 out of 10 and 2 out of 7 3-point field goals. Medyo pag ganyan, medyo alat niya sa labas. Kailangan mong i-mix it up. Mix it up your game. Minsan, ipasok mo sa loob or be aggressive, go to the basket and go to the free throw line, then get your rhythm from there.
Let's take a look at his Vivo perfect shot, perfect selfie. Renzo Navarro from beyond the arc.
Ayan, si Renzo mukhang hindi nagsistruggle. Pasok kagad yung first attempt niya sa 3 points.
Samantala, Nieles looking to answer. Flores na bitawan ng bola. Ito na rin, dalawa na ang point guard na nasa loob para sa San Sebastian.
Ayan, gustong gawin ni Coach Egay Macaraya. What a shot by David under the underarms of his opponent.
And Jason David is somebody Coach Egay Macaraya has a lot of belief in. Naniniwala siya na he can be another scorer and a defender para sa San Sebastian.
Yes, pag tinitingnan mo siya, he looks so athletic. Ito si David.
Kalisan, binigay dito kay Navarro. Navarro bumps Nieles. And that's an offensive foul on Renzo.
Nakita yung halfway ni Renzo Navarro. Kala niya nakaligtas na siya dun. I think he's the first player na nakita kong tumatakbo papuntang bench. Minsan pagsasaban ka, lalakad niya lang. Parang ayaw mo lumabas eh.
Alam na niya. Alam na niya na handa na siyang kunin ni Ryan Costello. who is now defending Gabo. Gabo, binigay dito kay Raf Flores. Too strong, rebound, Calma.
Ayaw pa rin para sa Mapua. 10-1. Ang isa pa lang ang nasushoot nila dito. As in, 1 point pa lang.
Estrella, binigay dito kay Raf Flores. The members of the bench mob running wild here at the Phil Oil Flying V Center. Almel Orquina, binigay kay Raf Flores, umatake. Sumobra ang tira, tapi ka ng bola at may foul na tinawag.
They are not making extra passes itong Mapua Cardinals. That's why they're struggling. One shot pass sila kagad. So, mahirap yun kasi solid pa yung defense mo nun. Hindi pa lumalambot. If you attack right away, ready pa rin yung depensa mo nun. You should run the plays first. Especially now, they're struggling.
Estrella over David Capos. Still no field goals for Mapua. Ilagan. Binigay dito sa loob. Nice pass to Calma. Calma just could not finish the play.
Ang ganda ng pasa. Nakakapanghinayang. Pero it was a good look para kay Ilagan. Ito yung maganda sa San Sebastian. They have two creators inside the floor. They can attract the defense. All the big men have to do is shoot that basketball.
This is the type of lineup which Ega is trying to utilize. Two-point guard setup, Ilagan and Costello. Estrella, pinasa dito kay Orquina. Hands it off to Andoy. Andoy Estrella, binangga ang depensa. David with a steal. Costello, Ilagan with a left hand.
Ang bilis ng lineup na to. No? Hindi mo mauunahan yung dalawang yan. Si Ilagan at Costello.
Timeout, Mapua, and they still haven't scored a field goal here in the first quarter. We have 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. At hindi pa rin nakakakuha ng field goal ang Mapua Cardinals. And Coach Atoyko very disappointed. Let's see what they can do as they return to the hard court with these lovely ladies watching as seen on our Smile You're On Cam feature.
Ganda ng start ng San Sebastian. Nag-click talaga yung depensa nila. Although they have 2-point guards inside the floor, pero yung team defense nila, yung rotation nila, lahat sila nandun in front of their faces. See? Always challenging those shots.
Raf Flores, too strong. Another sorry miss para sa Mapua.
Ayaw pa din para sa Mapua.
Costello with a left hand. Ryan Costello.
I think that was a left hook. It wasn't a layup. That was a left hook by Ryan Costello. I think he practiced that shot when he got injured. May time siya mag-practice ng left hand niya.
So kanina, si Ilagan yung naka-lefty. Ngayon naman si Costello with a left-handed finish. Raf Flores, still no field goals for Mapua.
Wow, Mapua struggling. They have to go to the basket. They have to be more aggressive itong Mapua Cardinals. They're struggling in the field.
Estrella, binigay kay Gabo. Will the Cardinals get their first basket? Estrella, and Andoy Estrella finally gets a field goal for the Cardinals.
Kahit na-shoot ni Estrella yun, it came from a one-on-one play ni Estrella. Look at that. One-on-one crossover move by Estrella against two defenders. It was a tough shot.
And Andoy Estrella is a tough guy, having been in Mapua since 2011. This is a guy who had to spend 2 years in Team B.
Oh, parehas ng story kanina ni Gabo.
Pero yung 2 taon ni Estrella magkahiwalay.
Oh, magkahiwalay.
Magkahiwalay. Yung Team B niya 2011 and 2015. Costello, pinasa sa labas. David. And that's an offensive foul on Jason David.
Yan ang magandang depensa. Hinarangan niya or he sacrificed his body para mapigilan itong si David. Tingnan mo naman, he moved his feet. He was there on the spot right away.
Alam mo rin, ang maganda dito para sa Mapua, if you're a Mapua fan, you only scored 1 field goal in the first quarter, but you're only down by 11.
Oh, yun yung maganda dun. If you look at the positive side, pwede pa rin mahabol. 11 points, ayan. On cue, si Gabo. First field goal. Si Gabo, coming up a jumper. Yun yung maganda. They executed the play. They made those passes, and that extra pass, nakita nila yung open man na si Gabo, made that shot.
Gayosa missing on that triple. Ilagan taps into the wrong man. Gabo, hinahanap si Victoria. Victoria, binigay dito kay Aguirre. Gabo, stepping on the line. Binigay kay Victoria. Supalpal ni Gayosa.
Do it all. Tama ka sa sinabi ko na. He's an all-around player. Ito si Gayosa.
Gipse thinking about a 2-for-1 opportunity. Estrella on the break. Estrella could not finish. Costello, umikot, tumira, supalpal naman ni Christian Bunyag.
Inabangan talaga ni Bunyag yun. Alam niyang i-spin move to si Costello.
Ang ganda na nakikot eh.
Ganda ng time. Mas maganda yung timing. Bunyag.
Ilagan. Bounce pass, keeps it. Calma from the elbow. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. A strong start para sa Golden Stags. As we take a look at some of the highlights, Michael Calisaan, he's the man to watch out for dito sa San Sebastian. And what about this three by Navarro? Nakikita natin ang mga point guards at work. Ilagan finding the vid for that scoop shot. But at that point, hindi pa rin nakakakuha ng puntos. Field goal ang Mapua. As we see the Golden Stags running wild. Ito yung left-handed finish ni RK Ilagan. At ito naman yung lefty hook, as you call it.
Over the outstretched arms of the center of Mapua.
And this was only one of 2 field goals scored by Estrella. Ito yung pangalawa. The only good play by Mapua executed in the first quarter.
So they converted that because they ran the play well. They were patient in making that extra pass.
All right, at the end of 1, San Sebastian 14, Mapua 5. We'll be back for quarter number 2 here in NCAA Season 93.